Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and joining me for this very special session is Gad Wavomba and Francisco Moraes, the sales directors for Embraer in Africa, and two people that have really supported and believed in the AviaDev Africa project since inception 5 years ago. So a massive thank you to you both from my side. Now, these gentlemen have got huge experience of the African aviation market. And the purpose of this conversation today is really just to get a feel for the market and how the customers, current and prospective, are navigating the headwinds. So welcome, chaps.
Thank you, John. Really appreciate it.
Hello, John, Embraer team and Africa family. Great to have you here.
Great. Okay, so let's kick off. So the last time we were all together, we were actually in the departure lounge in Addis Ababa back in March. That was my last flight, actually. And so much has changed since then. So my question to both of you is, how do you see the current environment for aviation in Africa? And let me start with you, Chico, if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah, you're right, John. We were at the blow of the pandemic, and this approaching serious crisis, we're getting all the attention from the staff. But just like another serious crisis, which unfortunately has proven to be more structurally changing than previous ones. Well, and having said that, we know that Africa has more basic dependence on aviation than extravagant travel habits that we may have around. So it requires quicker actions to resume operations, and we already have some markets, some domestic markets reaching 2018 levels and above, and this coming efficient testing shall avail regional traffic until mass vaccination comes up. So at the end, I see that we're just going to have another stamp in our vaccination cards to cross borders. On the other hand, there is an associated global economic downturn that mostly affects commodity-dependent economies and developing countries. And we have foreseen a smaller aviation industry in the post-COVID area. And with this, I see the African Union Free Trade Area getting into a spotlight and intra-African markets becoming much more relevant to local airlines' sustainability, certainly followed by the visa-free and SATAM flagship projects. Africa is resilient, dependent, and keep strong with that.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I think that's a great way to sort of look at it. It's going to be smaller in the short term, but it's going to be different in its structure as well. So anything to add from your side, Gad?
Yeah, John, I think just to piggyback off of Chico and what he's mentioned already, I think one thing that we're seeing is that the market has shrunk and it's going to continue being smaller going forward. So we don't anticipate the pre-COVID levels of growth, of course, as we've all seen the numbers, but now we're seeing that the market globally, but specifically in Africa, are going to be a lot smaller. I think my colleague Michal will go through the market outlook in detail. But as a result of that, we're seeing our customers and even all of the airlines within Africa really take more of a pragmatic approach as to, one, focusing on cash conservation, but then two, reshaping and resizing what the future will look like. So as a result of that, it's obviously going to continue being challenging for the customers. You're going to see a lot of carriers make some more rational decisions with regards to fleet. We're seeing that a lot of customers are indeed starting from scratch and really considering our segment and our product as the one that provides flexibility and also versatility. I think those are two areas of focus for carriers. Number one, as an objective to meet profitability goals, so to speak, and two, to mitigate risk in the future in case something like this is to happen again or there's another challenging time. As Chico mentioned, the economic implications of all this have really deterred the passengers, whether you're business or VFR or leisure, to not really want to travel as much as they did before. And in Africa, that is going to be a massive implication. Therefore, right sizing and determining the appropriate fleet is now heavily more being considered as before.
Yeah, so the economics have changed, but you feel the value proposition is as strong as ever, Gad?
Absolutely. I think as we are alluding today in our webinar, us having the product to, number one, meet the objectives of having the lowest trip cost compared to our larger narrow body aircraft. I think that is very primary and indeed a huge value proposition that we're able to offer to our customers. Two, the flexibility, having specifically on the E2 product, the range that the E2 delivers to our customers, having the network flexibility to cover intra-Africa markets and even outside of Africa, depending on geographically where the airlines are based. And then, of course, Embraer having, I call us the dream team, and Chico can definitely agree with that. But I think our people are what make us have a strong value proposition. And our people not only are determined to make sure that we support the customer, but make sure that the customer has the insights to make the right decisions and the support and services that associate with that. So having the menu of options to make them succeed, even during a crisis, that is definitely key elements of our value proposition that we're able to offer to our customers.
Yeah, and this is one of those examples of obviously keeping them informed and engaged. So, Chico, anything to add from your side?
Yeah, Gad said well, thanks for the compliments. And well, in an environment that traditionally lacks connectivity in terms of routes and frequencies, the right size aircraft becomes even more essential for the competitiveness and profitability of local airlines. I believe Embraer has a unique value proposition with available, first, with a very strong footprint in Africa. We are the second manufacturer in the number of aircraft operated in the continent. And then we have now availability of pre-owned crossover E-jets. So the E-jets for more than 14 years now has been delivering the highest level, service level with the economics of regional aircraft. It was a breaking through concept, bringing economics, performance, reliability, and amazing comfort to the passenger. You actually have more personal space than in a bigger narrow body without the middle seats. And we are launching now. We are having the first E2 customers coming to Africa, and that is the best of new technologies in a proven platform with commonality to that pre-owned aircraft that you may start with. So this is all you need for now and for the future. And as we now are back to Embraer, we have the possibility to explore amazing synergies with Embraer Defense and Security, not only on defense aircraft, but on integration systems, border surveillance, telecommunications, and of course, with our executive aviation platform that shall provide common solutions to best results to the end customers. We look forward to hitting the ground again, John.
Great, fantastic. And I just want to ask before I let you go, obviously you've both started traveling again, visiting customers. So in terms of the feedback you've had from the airline customers that you've visited, how positive are you and they about the future of African aviation? Chico?
Yeah, people are very resilient and energetic. I think looks like we have worked more than ever this year. Despite we don't see the results now, the results are going to come. And Africa is boiling. It has been in the past years, and it's not going to change. We're going to find a way to go through the crisis.
Fantastic. And Gad, anything to add for that? Are you seeing the same thing from your customers?
Indeed, 100%. I mean, resilience, obviously, but on top of that, I think our customers are navigating to have more of an open mind to figure out a way forward. And the conversations we're having is really about tangible solutions that can help bring rewards in the short term and long term. So we're really having deep conversations to be able to help them over the next short term, 6 months, but also that would provide benefits in the next 5 years or so, in helping them reshape and resize their businesses. And I think it's quite promising and quite exciting to be able to see that there is positivity there despite the challenges that we're all enduring.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for your time today, and safe journeys. Good work with all of the customers. Enjoy your upcoming travel, and back to me in the studio.
There we go.
Thank you, John.